I don't know. We just gonna just go. Welcome back to my channel. Hey. Now, because that time of the month has set me back a little bit, this fragrance tray is going to be a little bit tardy. Nevertheless, I do want to let you all know what fragrances I plan on spending time with during the month of April. Some of these fragrances we've talked about before, and some of these fragrances not so much, because we love cute chaos on this channel. Regardless, if you are interested in knowing what fragrances I plan on spending time with during the month of April, please make sure that you are subscribed and make sure you hit that notification bell, boo, so you don't miss when I upload another video. After subscribing, turning that post notification bell on and setting it to all so you don't miss when I post the next upload or when I post a little deal. Make sure you give this video a big fat thumbs up and hype it up as well, because it's free and it goes such a long way to help support the channel and help us to grow. Last but most certainly not least, never ever forget, if you are interested in trying or buying any of the fragrances that we discussed today, to make sure to shop via any available links, discounted links, or applicable discount codes down below in the description box, because it really helps support the channel and you go buy it anyway. You go buy it anyway. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now, if you're interested in knowing the fragrances that I plan on spending the month of April with, make sure you keep watching. I guess I'll start out with the one travel that I want to continue spending time with. This is Kilian's Angel Share on the Rocks. This is one we talked about during the fall season, but I recently pulled for this again, and I fear I may love this even more in warmer weather. The citrus in here is so freaking good. It is very zesty and zingy, okay? But when mixed with the spice, I think from some ginger, as well as that booziness. I don't know what the liquor is, but oh my gosh, it just smells like a really refreshing cocktail. One that's not super sweet or not super heavy. And that is why I feel like it is a perfect fit for this kind of transitional weather. It has some warmth and that oak moss, which I've been having a bit of an obsession with lately. Oh, this is my favorite Angel Share. I don't care. It's just more universal than the others. And again, just perfect for this, well, sometimes the warmer weather that we're experiencing. Doing just enough without doing too much, which is why it's a great fit for me and for the season. But again, this month I'll be spending time with the newest flanker in the Angel Share line, On the Rocks. Another one that I recently pulled for that I want to spend intentional time with this month is Snif and Alex L's second collab. This is Gentle Reminder. This one definitely does not have as substantial a dent as her predecessor and sister, Heal the Way, which I actually wore just yesterday. Y'all know that was a love at first sniff. Started off as a favorite on this channel. And this one I love as well. Oh, you absolutely have to be a fan of tea. Not only tea, I think there's some purple yam, some lavender. Oh, it just smells like bubble tea. This is just creamy, comforting, cozy. It has enough warmth and weight to it to be substantial enough in cooler weather without being too much for warmer weather, which is why it's perfect for the season we're in now. And another note that I've been obsessed with outside of oak moss is sandalwood and tea. And I think this contains both of those. I highly recommend getting your nose on this one if you haven't. And I'll make sure I leave a link and discount code for those interested down below in the description box. But super excited to spend even more time this month with Snif and Alex L's second collab, Gentle Reminder. Moving on to a fragrance that I just unboxed in the impromptu part 2 of my spring fragrance haul, which of course if you haven't seen, it's probably because it ain't up yet. But if it is, I'll leave it linked up in the cards. This was the top contender from the fragrances sent to me from the brand at Unearth'd. This is Floradise. And already have it sprayed here on a tester strip. This is so pretty. It is tropical, fruity floral without coconut. It's got some rose, and I don't know what the fruit is. I don't know if it's like a mango, a papaya, a passion fruit, something along those lines that gives it kind of a tart green fruitiness, but also a sweetness that really plays up that rose. And whatever else they have in this is also really playing up that rose. It almost smells like sugared or candied in a way, like a crystallized rose. Very pretty. I have not worn this just yet. I've only sprayed it on a tester strip, and I'm really excited to get to know this. This is an affordable brand, and definitely one I would love to hear your thoughts about if you've tried it. But stand by for my fully formed thoughts. I definitely plan on spending a lot of time with this one because it's just an easy reach, but, well, of course, based on my experience on the tester strip. But sound off if you've tried Floradise from Unearth'd. Moving on to a fragrance that has been in the collection that is perfect for spring and summer. This is Bond No. 9's Gold Coast. And as you can tell, this is a tester bottle, which is why it has this strange cap on it. Regardless, the scent, as per usual with Bond, a very fresh, watery watermelon. Some rose, some musk and broxen. That Bond DNA is there. It just smells light, fresh, airy, and pretty. Perfect for a warmer day. And perfect as like a simple, easy, like base layer if you're someone who loves to layer your fragrances. This is one that can, enhance a fruity, floral, musky situation without overpowering it. If you enjoy a scent of peace, if you enjoy Greenwich Village, but maybe you want a more aquatic, light, refreshing, airy approach, highly recommend getting your nose on this one. Just a perfect pink, pretty perfume because we love alliteration here. I am super excited for a warm day to happen again because this is one that I can reach for without thinking about. Sound off in the comments if this is one you've tried out or have in your collection, but super excited to spend time with Bond No. 9's Gold Coast this month. Now this next one is still a newer launch and a new addition to the collection that I am still getting to know, but already has been super addictive and a problem for me. Is this Armani Power of You. This has been getting a lot of commotion, and let me just tell you, it's warranted. Already have it sprayed on a tester strip here. That passion fruit is not going to be for everybody. I know some people get BO and mustiness from it, but that is not my experience. The passion fruit in this, while it has a tart greenness to it, it is sweet, it is juicy. That frangipani helps it to really blend into that vanilla, which is sweet, creamy, and rich, but not at all too much. I love this. I'm obsessed. It's performing well and just smells like summertime without smelling like coconut and sunscreen, without smelling like too foody and too sweet. It's just good. It's smooth, and I'm excited to continue spending time with it. Y'all see my little dent is starting to form. I have really been enjoying this so far during the glimpses of warm weather that we've been experiencing. But I'm really excited to see how this performs when it's warm for real, and how this transforms and performs on my skin. If you are in a warmer climate and a more consistently warm climate, much unlike Maryland, sound off in the comments and let me know your experience with this fragrance. I'm excited just based off what I've experienced so far. But this one is good. Not going to be for everybody, and that's okay. But definitely really excited to spend time this month with new Power of You from Armani. Also want to spend time with the new Clean Reserve Sugarcoated fragrance. You may remember this one was recently sent to me from the brand and one of my recent fragrance hauls. And this one I've worn a couple of times, but I really want to spend time with it this month and finalizing my opinions. But first impression, I'm really enjoying this one. You literally smell sugar coated. It smells like spun sugar, like you're a candy coated princess or prince or they, them, however you identify. I don't know if there's some fruitiness in this, musk. I don't know the notes. All I know is it smells sugary, candy, sweet, and like fresh at the same time. It's sweet without being overpowering, overwhelming, cloying. Sure, there are some florals in here helping to balance it out as well. That signature clean reserve or clean classic DNA is there. And you just smell like candy, but not in a annoying way. So I'm excited to get to know this one a little bit more, especially before it gets too warm, because I feel like the bees and the mosquitoes is going to eat this up. But if you have tried this one, sound off in the comments. So far, you know what I'm saying? I like smelling like a snack. This can also be a good like base layer that I can just spray out of the shower and have it, you know, be a foundation to something else, you know, fresh and sweet without taking it over. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something I'm addicted to in this either. There is something in this that really helps it stick to my skin and project without being overwhelming. I don't know if it's an oak moss, a sandalwood, a musk. I don't know. Whatever it is, I like it. But sound off in the comments if this is one you've tried out or added to your collection. I like that. And we'll definitely be spending some intentional time this month with the new launch from Clean Reserve. This is, Clean Classic. This is Sugarcoated. This next one was sent to me last year from the team at Twisted Lily. As per usual, I'll make sure I have my link and discount code down below in the description box for you to save on your purchases with them. But this is one that I think is perfect for the season. This is Torino 24. And if you're a regular to the channel, you know that the Torino line is somewhat beloved here, especially Torino 22. But this one, this was a more happy, playful, and maybe even somewhat girly. Also super tropical, juicy. I think there's mango and maybe some papaya or pineapple or something like that in this. Really pretty, soft florals. Some musk that help it to not go too far in one direction. That masterful, super smooth Xerjoff blend. You just smell like a lady, or a person I should say, on a tropical vacation, on a resort or a beach, under a cabana, eating the most delicious, fresh tropical fruit being hand fed to you by a super sweet cabana boy who is moisturized with great teeth, clean nails, who is fanning you and giving you a luxurious massage as you drink your daiquiri. I absolutely love this. It is perfect for spring and summer. If you're going out to brunch, if you are wearing a little sundress, if it's warm where you are, yes. You just smell like a flirty, fruity, fun, floral, good time. Absolutely love Torino 22. I like 21. I haven't smelled 23 and I haven't smelled 25 just yet. But Torino 24 specifically for this time of year, yes. It is bright, juicy, fun, flirty, happy, and perfect for warmer weather. Hopefully I get to experience it more consistently this month, but I doubt it. Regardless, if I do get to experience it, I'll be ready. If you're already in a nice area, you are already, sleeveless, strapless, suns out, buns out, highly recommend getting your nose on this one if you haven't. Again, I can't wait to spend time this month with Xerjoff's Torino 24. This next one is a collaboration sent to me from the brand that started off limited edition that recently became made permanent. This is Perfumerism and Commodities collaboration Milk Orchid. This one, first of all, I haven't worn this one just yet. So if you have this or if you've tried it, let us know your thoughts now in the comments. But first spray on a tester strip, this is not what I was expecting. Second of all, I'm excited that this is better than what I expected. It is creamy, it is subtly sweet, it's floral, but it's not too much of any of those things. It's blended very well and just smells pretty and like effortless, simple at the same time. Spring seems like a good time to get to know this based off what I'm getting off of this tester strip. It's substantial and present, but not heavy. So sound off in the comments again if you have tried this one or have it in your collection. But I'm excited to get to know this one. This again is Perfumerism and Commodities collab, Milk Orchid. Last but most certainly not least, another new addition to the collection. This one inspired by the Santa Maria. This is my first Memo Paris edition, Inlé. I already have it sprayed on a tester strip here. This is like fresh, green, invigorating. I think there's some tea in this. There's also some osmanthus. So it's floral, but osmanthus also gives you like a apricot-y, fruity nuance. So it's giving that tea some brightness and a subtle sweetness, but also playing up the green, fresh, invigorating herbalness at the same time. Just smell like the most delicately sweetened green tea. It's perfect for spring. And honestly, I can see myself taking this into summer as well because it's sweet, but not too sweet to where it's going to be cloying or to where it's going to draw gnats. But sound off in the comments if this is one that you've tried out. I'm really excited to get to know it this spring. And this month we'll be spending a lot of time together. Again, this is a new addition to the collection, Memo, Paris, Inlé. All right, enough of me and my stuttering. These are the fragrances that I plan on spending intentional time with during the month of April. Make sure you sound off in the comments. Let me know what fragrances you have lined up for the month. And if you're interested in trying or buying any of the fragrances that we discussed today. Of course, if you are, please make sure to shop via any available links, discounted links, or discount codes down below in the description box because it really helps me out. After commenting on this video and on your way to watching another video of mine, please make sure that you like, hype, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.